guys, this is Solid Shepard bringing you another video, and today we are talking about a former Final Fantasy creator, creator of the upcoming game Fantasian. Apparently he talked to IGN about his latest RPG, Fantasian, in the diorama world in which it inhabits, so I figured this would be a good video. Talk about what's up with this game. It's not a game that I hear like really being talked about a whole lot, so first of all, we start off with a game that shouldn't exist. Hironobu Sakaguchi is no stranger to experimentation. Oh, and as always, link in the description below if you want to check out and support the article itself. In what would later become one of gaming's most ironically named games, Final Fantasy. Yeah, it really is. So there's a lot of them. Nothing final about any of those fantasies. Was initially Sakaguchi's make it or break it moment in the game industry. Had Final Fantasy failed, Sakaguchi would have gone back to college, and the world of RPGs would be poor for it. Fantasian, the upcoming game from Sakaguchi's Mistwalker development studio, doesn't have the make it or break it stakes as Final Fantasy did, but it embraces the same level of personal investment and creativity. In the original reveal of Fantasian shown at the start of last month, Sakaguchi said Fantasian was a game that shouldn't exist. In speaking with us, he clarified his statement, saying a game with a diorama development pipeline probably shouldn't exist. More than just a collection of static backgrounds such as pre-rendered levels and environments of games like Final Fantasy VII, the dioramas in Fantasian are fully 3D, each one scanned using the same sort of 3D photography used to map real-world cities with drone photography. Scanning with drones over traditional 3D scanning techniques proved more effective in getting and extracting the 3D information from the dioramas and then rendering the 3D space, Sakaguchi said, creating the work a unique challenge. So instead of like going around and just, I guess, instead of getting textures like just normal pictures, like you're standing beside a mountain, you do that, they flew a drone and got like a whole like aerial 3D kind of thing and created a diorama with it. I assume that's what they're saying. Another challenge Sakaguchi and the company encountered when building the dioramas arose from the inherent lack of flexibility. Once the diorama is built, okay, yeah, so that sounds like that's exactly what they did. It can't simply be changed in a graphics program. Once you lock that design in, you create this. There is no, hey, let's move this path over this way, or hey, let's add some more trees over here, he said. Okay, so like if you want anything changed, you gotta start from scratch. We have to spend extra time in the concepting phase. You're really kind of committed to that environment, and it shifts the kind of workflow in a way. Sakaguchi said one benefit of being locked into the world of dioramas was how it sometimes could change their ideas for the game's design. Yeah, because it sounds like it's a lot easier to just change. Almost as easier to change your idea for the game, for that level, than it would be to just change the level for your ideas for the game. You'll see the actual object, and it could inform the game design in a way, he said. Like this roof, looks really cool. I didn't expect it to turn out this way. I think we can allow the characters to walk on top of it. It kind of jogs the imagination in a way we didn't think it would, and it expands how you might want to design the game, or that particular map. Fantasian introduces more than just novel level design, bringing a new Dimension battle, I'm assuming that's Dimension battle system, to its traditional random enemy encounters. In a nutshell, you can bank encounters when you're exploring the world. You can bank them. Does that mean you can put them to the side? Sending monsters into an alternate dimension. Later on, you can visit this alternate dimension dungeon to battle the enemies in one massive group, rather than individually. Oh, okay, so until you're not getting bombarded with random encounters, you can just kind of push all those random encounters to the side, and you can just take them all on at once, basically. So you don't lose that experience from skipping battles, and you're also not getting annoyed constantly with random battles when you're just trying to get somewhere. That's interesting. I kind of like that idea. The system allows for the chance to reap higher rewards. Okay, and you get that also. Higher rewards. I didn't mean to highlight all that. Higher rewards. And lets you have more say over when and how you approach battles. There's also an aiming system in place, with certain attacks having a chance to curve and hit multiple enemies. with bonuses granted for cleverly aimed shots. So, yeah, strategy. You need that in RPG, especially if it's turn-based. I don't know if it's turn-based yet or not. As far as Fantasian's story, Sakaguchi said he drew inspiration from his roots with Final Fantasy. But the dioramas themselves also affected the narrative design. Fantasian follows the story of Leo, a young man in search of his father, who travels across the world and between dimensions, using whatever he can at his disposal. According to Mistwalker, in a classic JRPG plot device, Leo's memory is wiped out. Of course. Dude, amnesia is used so much, especially in Japanese games. Leo's memory is wiped out, caused by a massive explosion at a hybrid magic tech factory, for which Leo was responsible. Okay. His one remaining memory, a vision of a young woman, leads him to a remote village where Fantasia's larger quest truly begins. Dioramas have a unique charm and warmth, I think. Can't be replicated through different other mediums. I read that bad, but sorry. Here, I'll do it again. Dioramas have a unique charm and warmth. I think can't be replicated through different other mediums. Sakaguchi said of how the settings helped inform the story direction. There was a little bit of synergy, I would say, between the story and what the themes of the game were with the diorama sets. Ultimately, the dioramas and the gameplay were designed with the Apple Arcade Touch interface coloring much of the process. Sakaguchi said there's a unique relationship between these handcrafted dioramas and the sheet of glass of the iPad or iPhone screen. Players using their hands to then interact with this handcrafted world, and how human hands play a big role in connecting these two also inspired the direction of Fantasian. Fantasian is coming to Apple Arcade later this year, and right now it can be found on the Apple Arcade Coming Soon page. So it sounds like, unfortunately, it's not. It's a cell phone game, and as of right now, it's not coming to Android, so that's unfortunate. I have an Android phone, so I won't be able to play it, but it sounds really interesting. Just for you guys who are interested in it, though, we'll go ahead and look at these images here. Here's a town right here. Okay, you can't really see that. Never mind. Actually, you can kind of see it. That works. Okay. Let's go through here. Yeah, it looks like they got some really high quality textures here. Wow, this game looks really good for a cell phone game. Yeah, you can kind of see the diorama. Like, it kind of looks like it's a pop-up book, kind of. Straight out of a pop-up book. Yeah, here's the battle system. Yeah, if you look, I don't know if you can see this down here. Yeah, you can kind of see it, like right here. It looks like that's turn-based, like that's showing you whose turn it is. So it does look like it's a turn-based game. Definitely is a turn-based game. As far as the battle system, here's some of the dioramas. There's some more of them. Wow, they made these dioramas by hand, did they? That's very interesting. I'll be very interested to see how it goes. Like, I won't be able to play it, but, you know, I can watch someone else play it, so I can kind of see the way how it looks and the way it works. And it might come to Android eventually. But for those of you who will be able to play it, or those of you who even won't be able to play it, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited for this game? I mean, it's former Final Fantasy creator bringing on, you know, turn-based back. That's something to be excited about if you're still a turn-based fan. As always, guys, if you're enjoying my content, please leave a like down below, comment, consider subscription. As always, guys, it's been Solid Shepard. Till next time, I should go.